Welcome back to episode 17 of ASG-Craft. It has been a minute since our last video once again, but that is with good reason. Do not worry. We'll get into that just in a moment here. But first, check out our fancy armor trim. It's nice. It's green because I am the Emerald King, as you know from all of my emeralds from all my villagers. Yeah, I'm a hoarder. It's a problem. But we did say in the last episode that we were going to have an armor trim for this episode, and so we do. So this is our armor trim now. I'm going to be the Green Emerald Man. And now to update you on what's been taking so long for this episode. The number comes to mind, the number 336,336. What is that number, you may ask? Well, rather than telling you, I think I should just show you. We're going to pretend that screen didn't freak out. I don't know what it was, but we're going to pretend it didn't happen. So sit back and check out this long form time lapse. That's right. That number is the number of blocks that we dug out underneath my base to make these awesome floors. Shout out to all of the people that helped down in the description of the video. They helped me out a ton. I could never have gotten this done in any sort of good amount of time without all that help. So thank you guys. Like I said, your names will be down in the description. So yeah, we made these 3 floors. I put together this design. Took some inspiration off of the internet, but the actual design itself is mine. And we've got the crying obsidian here. We've got the warped logs, the chiseled blackstone in the corner, the Blackstone bricks. We've got some of these smithing tables, and then hello, sir. And then we've got the deep stone, or deep slate, not deep stone. Pfft, words are hard. And then the shroom lights to round it all off. So it's got a nice like purple vibe on the floors, but I kind of like how if you look up at the ceiling, you also get the red, which is the underside of the smithing tables. And I just like that kind of contrast where it's like this kind of vibes with like a blue purple, and that vibes with like a purple red. Which of course, you know, blue and red make purple. So it's kind of like the two sides of that, which I didn't really plan for, but I do like how it turned out. The other thing is, if we go back up to the top here real quick, if I actually hit the right, there we go. If you look, I do have signs. They may be hard to see. Let me go down here. I've labeled these signs as B1, B2, B3, B4, and that's basement 1, 2, 3, 4, of course. And what that means is if I go over into the corner that has the B1 sign and I walk off in this specific corner, I fall right here and I am on B1, which is first basement level. The second basement level is here. The third basement level here. And if I fall in the last corner, I fall all the way down, which of course you guys know, this is where my beacons are. So yeah, so this was us removing 336,336 blocks, plus or minus a few, but that is the calculations of the size of this here hole. The plan for this is I'm going to fill it with a bunch of farms. I'm going to have a lot, excuse you? Oh, I accidentally hit that with my pickaxe there. So I want to fill this with farms. I'd like to have a bunch of farms just here. So if I want any running, if I need any like large amounts of materials, I can leave one of the farms running. I do plan on having most of the farms have an off switch because I don't want them all running at the same time. That would just end up being extremely laggy, I'm sure. So I think the only farm that I'm going to try and leave on all of the time is going to be really the bamboo here, but that probably will get an off switch too, just so, you know, so we can actually turn it off in case it does fill up. That way we don't have the, you know, we don't have the issue of a bunch of items sitting around if that's full. So yeah, so I do plan on installing a bunch of farms and feeding them up through the walls into the storage system. So the storage system will fill itself out just from any farms we have active. But I do want to have a lot of them have off switches, if not all of them. So that is what I've been doing. The big hole is done. I really like this pattern on the floor. It does. Here, let me give you guys a little aerial view with the free cam. But yeah, so that is a fun design. It took a while to get all the materials for, but again, I had help. Shout out to Cresyl for letting me buy the crying obsidian off of him, and shout out to Animal for getting me some of the blackstone that I was missing. So yeah, but yep, like I said, the description is going to have the names of everyone that helped me dig the hole. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm not going to try and name all the names right now. So check down there if you want to see your name, if you helped, or if you want to see who helped. But that does mean that the server is live again in terms of like everyone is back on. A lot of people are back on. So as you guys saw just a minute ago, we got a message from Animal in the chat. So we have a bunch of people online more recently, which is very, very nice. Makes things very nice. It's been very lonely as of late. I've been the only person on the server for the past couple months, so it's very nice to have some people back. Anyway, now you already saw them down there because this is actually recorded after the fact, but we're going to go ahead and cut back to dealing with some stuff over by our old homestead. And here we go. Boop. All right, here we are back over at the homestead. We've seen this location many times. Not much has changed around here, except we have a long intruder in the area. And before we go and investigate, I will do you all the favor of turning this down, because we are going to go over to our villager trading hall. I have set up a long rail system. Yep, it's that time. It is time for the great exodus of all of these villagers to move into my ocean monument. And I've already set up all these rails. If everything works out the way it should, these should all go straight to the monument and end up in their individual stalls. Unfortunately, since the monument is a little bit further away, render distance, so I will have to follow them in small groups, but it should work pretty well. So I guess let's just give it a shot, see what happens. I'm going to start with the farmers. I'm going to do all 5 farmers first. So I'm going to do the ones in the basement because they're going to take a little bit more time to go. So there's 5 here. And now that I'm saying that out loud, I realize I made a mistake. So I'm going to head actually back over to the homestead. And by the homestead, I mean the monument. And make a quick change because I miscounted. I had miscounted how many farmers I had. So I've set this up where every time a stall is filled, the activator rail will switch the track to move to the next, and it will just keep happening. And I believe... Where did I... Wait, what? Did I goof? I think I goofed. I goofed in setting it up. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I was in the wrong corner. I'm just an idiot. Oh wait, or am I? Hold on. I need to figure this out. All right, I think I figured out what was going on. We just did a little miscount over there. So now we are set. I'm actually going to be sending, I believe, 28 of my librarians over first, and then we'll follow that up with the 8 farmers, and then the random, I don't even remember what they are. Are they, oh, I guess the toolsmith and the armorer, and then like the clerics, and then the random, what are they? The masons, I think I have in the basement. And then end it off with the last of the librarians. So we are going to do that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to sleep. Make sure there's no enemies to be dealt with. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to send a first group of librarians. And I want to pick, I'm going to see if I can do 5. So I want to do my 5, like, best, I think. So definitely mending, which is downstairs. I know that. Unbreaking's right here. Shut up, zombie. Let's see. What else do we want to send? So Silk Touch. I could do Silk Touch. That's fine. And then down here, we'll do mending. We'll do unbreaking. I'm going to turn down hostile mobs, too. At the moment, where are hostiles? Turn them down, too. So we don't have to deal with those either. Mending. Let's see. What else are we going to do? Efficiency. Fortune, looting, and unbreaking. Does that sound good? Mending. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up where I have to flick these levers to send them off. So I'm going to set it up where only the one will go. So I'm going to break this block and place a block here. I should be able to do that. Maybe? There we go. Okay, so now when I flick this lever, mending will go and Bane of Arthropods will stay. So that is one setup. Let's see what else. We had looting we were going to do. So if I flick this lever, this guy won't move, but this guy will, so he'll be off. And fortune, we're going to flick that lever, which will only send him. That's totally fine. So that's all set. And we're going to go with what we did. Silk Touch. Is that what we said? Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and break this and push this guy in a little bit more. Place that block. And the last one is going to be unbreaking, which we will just go ahead and bop this. Push this guy in a little bit more. And bop a block. I guess I missed. There we go. Bop a block. So we'll bop that. And we'll bop that one. And yeah, let's just give it a shot. Ow. Okay, so who has the farthest to travel? Probably Fortune, then Looting, and then this lever for Mending, right? And then we'll go upstairs. And then we have to launch the other 2 and go quickly because I got to catch up to these guys before they get out of my render distance because I need to make sure they go into their stalls in the right order. So I need to make sure it's all loaded over there. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So 1. Good. He's off. Kinda. Good, good. Yep, yep, yep. He's off. 2. We'll go with 3. He's stuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. I might just have to go with these 2 then. I'll try to get 4. I'll try to get 4. I'll try to get all 4. Flick. Off he goes. And flick. Off he goes. So let's head on out. That should be all 4. He should make it out just fine. Yep, let's go. I believe these guys did get out of render distance. Yeah, so they are right next to each other. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Are these guys out of render distance now too? They are. Ooh, yucky. Oh, entities have a shorter render distance. Right. What is he doing? He's hovering? Okay. All right, let's go and get down so we can see them into the stalls. That was some expert flying. So if we go over here, they should be coming down here in just a second. And we should see them go into their own stalls. So here comes one. What is... I'm so confused. I'm so confused what just happened. What? Why is that? I'm confused what he's doing, first of all. Okay. Okay, he's in his correct stall. He was just bugging out. So he's correct. I got to deal with you. I think I just need to remove this activator rail. And we'll push. Push him up, and he'll come back down. Good. Okay, he is in his stall now. And now I can destroy this and just flip this rail back the way it should be. And I think that should fix it. I don't know. Well, we'll get the next 2 and see if they cooperate. So well, I'll meet you back down there. Okay, so now that I've rendered them all, they did make it into their homes exactly like they should have, and the rails are facing the correct direction. So we should be able to keep doing this and be pretty okay. So yeah, I will go back and just send everyone over here in the same fashion, and we'll go from there. So I will see you guys in a minute when everyone is home. And just like that, we have everyone in where they're supposed to go. I had a little bit of mishap on the librarians. They got jumbled. I sent them over in a specific order, but they did not make it here in that order. So those are a little jumbled up, but I'll live with it. I'm not going to shuffle them again. I also came over and I ended up with 11 farmers. The shepherds, the cartographer didn't make it. Maybe by choice, maybe by accident. Who's to say? But they didn't make it. And they were replaced by 3 more farmers. So these guys just started their trades. I have not reduced them down using zombies yet. But they're here, so we have 11 farmers to trade for carrots and potatoes to be our main source of emeralds. We also have some clerics, which are trading with for our redstone. And they also will trade for our bottles of enchanting, which is currently our main source of healing our tools since we don't really have a true mob farm that gives XP. We have our mob farm, but its purpose is not XP. Its purpose is drops, and I don't really have it set up for XP. So these guys are my main source of XP right now, besides trading. We brought over the stone cutters, the masons, so that we can buy nice blocks. I don't really know if I'm going to use these guys too much, but they're here because they are masters. And then we do have our weapon master, our Fletcher, our toolsmith, and our armor here, and then a couple more librarians. These guys have the Frostwalkers 1 and 2 and Bane of Arthropods. So these guys should never really have many trades done, like, ever. So I put them in the corner. But all the other librarians are on this side. I have to figure out which one is which just by checking their trades and putting up signs, but that is a later me problem. And they are all still on minecarts, which is also a later me problem because I don't want to do it right now. So they are all in. I will have to tear up this track, which is, again, a later me problem. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump from the mass exodus on to the next order of business. Alrighty. Now it's time for our final excursion of the episode. We are going to head far off to the north and come back with a few of the new 1.20 prizes to have around the base. So this is going to be a long journey. I will spare you all the details of getting there. I will see you when we have found what we're looking for. All right, we are at destination number 1. We come down this way, we find a desert village, and I should have, if we come down here, hello! We should have a new friend here, so let's go ahead and grab a saddle. I stopped at some desert temples on the way. Let's go ahead and grab this guy and give him a little boop. Alrighty, we now have a camel friend. And we're going to head off to another village that's nearby and see if we can pick up a second camel friend. And as the sun sets, we come to our second village, pretty much the equal distance away from my base as the other one. But we find our second camel friend. We will go ahead and hop off and drop a bed so we can take a nap. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and grab a lead and a saddle, actually. Can you get out of my face? Saddle, lead. And we are going to bring both of these back to the base to live forever and be our friends. So we have a long trek back, and we're going to let these guys live at our home. So time to start the long journey back home. Oh, don't forget my bed. Give me the bed. Thank you. All right, let's go. All right, after far too long, we are finally back home. Both of the camels are here at the monument, and they will live here for, well, I don't know if they'll live specifically here because this grass will be coming out at some point to be replaced with more of a an aesthetic choice in landscape. But for now, they can stay here just for safety. And yeah, so now we have 2 camels that are just going to hang out around the base, and they need names. Yes, you need a name. You're in the way. You're in the way, bud. So they need names. If you think of a name for a camel that you think would be clever or funny or just an all-around good name for a camel, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. I would love to see it, and if I see a couple that I like, I will pick them. If not, I will just name them myself. But please drop down in the comments, hashtag name my camels. And we had a similar hashtag on a recent Assassin's Creed video. I will link that up there in the corner if you want to click that up there. And yeah, I think with that, we have made a lot of progress. Like I said, the hole itself took a couple of weeks to get done, so it was a bit to do. So yeah, I think we've made a lot of progress, and hopefully next time we'll have plenty of farms going on down here in the basement, and that way we can actually get this place functional and not just, whole. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you all very, very much. If you made it to the end of the video, you are one of my favorites. Yes, you are. Make sure to drop a like, a comment down in the comments down there. Make sure you try to name my camel if you are so inclined. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be doing lots more on this here series, and I can't wait to, get more done. If you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see me do, please drop those in the comments as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and with your patience on this video. I know it took a few weeks to get out, but, big project. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Been a good one. Peace.